Hey guys, here we are for round 3. We're going to be on the play, but not with this hand. This other hand seems fine. And let's take a look and see what we are up against. So some version of green, I guess green-white tokens, just like junk tokens basically. Yeah. Not sure how this deck fares against tokens. We will find out though. Kind of while we're waiting, let's take a quick look at the boards. Probably so we want like safe passage, maybe access to sword, probably negate. Yeah, a couple options. Haven't seen too many token decks, so we will see. Definitely be bringing O-rings just to get rid of his intangible virtue. I'm not sure if Grafdigger's Cage is... Well, Grafdigger's Cage will be good just because it's got Lingering Souls, so we can just go Trinket Mage next turn for Grafdiggers. We could just go like champion, copy champion, and then just next turn go like Trinket Mage. You know, or like Hero Blade Hold. Honestly, not the worst plan. I mean, he doesn't really have anything that we care about copying. Could be a little bit more aggressive than just going for Trinket Mage right now. We could just copy Hero also, or like, you know, copy Angel. I'm actually kind of okay with the beatdown plan here. Not sure this is correct, but gonna give it a whirl. Might be correct to save Image for like Elesh Norn. He could be ramping up to Elesh Norn, so I'm not really sure if this is the correct line of play. We will find out. But I do like to have like the aggro right away. So before he hits 5 mana, I want to make sure that we drop out Trinket Mage into Grafdiggers, just so we can't get the double value out of Lingering Souls. But very happy we had him use his O-ring on a champion instead of on our hero. Alright, so there's Gather, probably. Or Virtue. So these tokens are going to be unbelievably frightening. And there's, I guess, we just raw dogged the Grafdiggers. Oh, and that was a mistake. We should have played Trinket Mage first just to pump the champion here. So a little bit of a mistake there. Hopefully it will not cost us the game. We will fail to search. And that's the game. So thankfully it didn't, that misplay did not matter that game. We had a pretty good strong draw. He didn't have any Lingering Souls. In terms of what he comes in with, not terribly familiar with his deck. We definitely want to have Negate. I don't think Mental Misstep does all that much work. And if he drops down like turn 2 Intangible Virtue, Gutshot really doesn't do anything for us. You want to bring in War and Peace, Grafdigger's Cage. We do want to bring in Talia, I think, just because we can, you know, give ourselves an extra turn before Lingering Souls hits. O-Ring. Negate. What do we want to cut? Since most of his tokens fly, I think that we care less about Splicer. I mean, Splicer is still fine. What do we cut here? Dismember could potentially matter if he has like a Hero Blade hold. I'm not sure what he's running. I think I do want access to the Dismember. We definitely want to keep our own heroes and our own angels. Like Crusader is obviously insane with War and Peace. I don't know if I think if we're going to keep an angel, well, I'm not sure if it's better for us to keep in Splicer or Crusader. I think we want to keep in the early game, just to kind of push the, just to try to race him a little bit. I guess since we're keeping our own Honor of the Pures, like, Crusader gets more from it and he has black, so I think that kind of tips the favor for Crusader, and I guess we just cut Splicer. I'm not sure this is correct. Image, I guess, gets it because it's his Elesh Norn if he runs them, or I don't know if he does or not. We can probably hedge here and just like cut Image and leave in 2 Splicers just to kind of see what happens. We may want Safe Passage, just because we're going to be getting into like really big swinging fights here. I think I'm just going to leave it as is and see what we're up against. This is going to be one of the matchups where I really wish we had the second Sword of War and Peace. But I think the fact that he's playing green, you know, makes Crusader a bit better. I don't know if it's worth bringing in, like, Destiny. I mean, Destiny doesn't seem to do that much because he can just chump. But then again, I mean, if he has, like, guys on the ground, it might be worth it. Or, like, Thragtusk or something like that. Okay. This hand is pretty terrible. I mean, it definitely has, like, access to mana. If we don't draw threats, we could just fall over and die. I mean, on the draw, we certainly have mana here. Like, let's see, what do we board out? I guess I'm just worried about not drawing any kind of anything, like any kind of, like, creatures or whatnot. We do have O-rings to kind of slow things down. I guess we can try it. I'm not sure about this keep, though. Problem is, I mean, we did take out most of our early game, so it's... I'm not sure about this keep. Could be somewhat questionable. I definitely want to be able to go, like, turn 4 hero if we can, but... So we do have mana. I guess that's a pretty good draw there. Now, it might be correct to, like, Cavern of Souls here, just to make sure, in case he has, like, the Metal Misstep. Which is certainly possible with Delver. Just because that card is quite good against Delver right now. Alright, so pretty much our plan is to shut down his Intangible Virtue. So now he's just going to go, like, Lingering Souls. Okay. Not sure what he's got planned there, but either way. Oh, he's got Midnight Haunting. That's fine. Well, we're going to get the trade off 1 token. and I'm fine trading champion for a token. Because now we can use Merlin Haunt to start. I mean, his tokens are actually much scarier than my champions, so that's fine. Alright, so hopefully we can get like the Grafdigger's Cage this turn. That'd be super sweet. Fortunately, we did not. So I guess here we just trade with the Spirit, hopefully. Unless he plays like Honor the Pure or something like that, or yep, there's the Honor the Pure. So I guess we are not trading. So I guess we take 6, go to 13, make a guy, and then use Oblivion Ring on his Honor the Pure next turn. That's kind of our plan. So I mean, keeping this hand was a little bit shaky, especially since we don't really have threats. Probably incorrect. So now we basically just take out his Honor the Pure. Yep. I guess he's way more scared of our champions than we are. I mean, very happy he didn't gut shot our Spirit. Ugh. Okay, that's pretty good. Like here we think we just have to take it just in case we draw the O-Ring so we can chump. Probably losing at this point. Let's see, there's Hero. Let's see, so if we drop Hero, we go to 1. Ugh, can't, never mind. The Township, he blocks, but you still go to 1. I think we're just dead here, unfortunately. A little surprised he didn't recast Lingering Souls, but there we go. Okay. And I think we're pretty much drawing dead at this point. Yeah, okay, so definitely a bad keep. Going into game 3. So I guess he does run Gut Shot. I don't think we care about Gut Shot, though. Do we want Destiny or maybe Safe Passage? Possibly Safe Passage. Don't know about Splicer. Like, Splicer just kind of, you know, gives us some guys to attack with. I guess because he has Gut Shot, I mean, Champion is very... Ugh, it's okay. What we could just like cut Champion, bring in Safe Passage and Blade Splicer. Then we have a pretty slow game, and like champions are still pretty good. Have a super clogged 3-drop slot. But at the same time, like his gut shots don't do much right now. Well, I think we're gonna try it like this. So now we go like turn 3, Mirran Crusader. There's the Virtue, or the Honor the Pure, whichever. We just need to get some gas on the table. That is the plan. So now next turn he's going to go probably Lingering Souls. Then we can just go like O-Ring on Honor the Pure and just bash in. So we were definitely racing here. So he's just going to go Virtue. So he's a little bit creature light this time. Very happy to see that. Let's see, Angel. So I guess now we're just going to drop Crusader and Grafdigger's Cage. This way we play around like any of his black removal. So if he has like Go for the Throne or something like that, we just don't care. He needs like Day of Judgment right here. I mean, like this deck theoretically could run Day of Judgment. Timely, I guess. Timely's pretty busted. Yuck. Alright. Yeah, Timely is a total beating. Now we definitely have to shut down the Virtue. And I think we're just racing at this point. It's like he swings for 6. Yeah. So I guess he has Midnight Haunting. Or Gather the Townsfolk, sure. So I guess now we can go like, I think actually the plan here is just double Angel. But the funny play we could do is like Mirran Crusader attack, first strike damage on the stack, then like blink him to kill one. But we're just going to drop 2 Angels instead. So very happy I named Angel here. In case he has like another Timely, I definitely don't want to just like trade Mirran for some humans right now. Yuck. Thank God we have Oblivion Ring. He does have Day, okay. Which I'm fine with. So now we're just going to go ahead and drop out Blade Splicer, then have Restoration Angel backup. Not this time. Okay, so now they have Death Touch and get bigger. Yuck. Alright, so now we still bash in, I think with one Golem, because otherwise he just makes them bigger, then gives them Death Touch next turn. Well, let's see, so he makes them bigger, then he swings in, gives him Death Touch, yeah. So if we attack for 9 right now, he gains a bunch of life back. He'll gain 6 life back. So I think we attack with one Golem and Angel. Yeah. Then he just makes them 4/4s next turn. So we still can't block. Yuck. So he goes to 7. If he swings to both, we're still Vigilance. So if we force him, okay, so if we force him to gain 6 life next turn, so we get him down to 10. I think it's actually worth attacking with both and forcing him to vault next turn because he can't do anything else. I mean, it definitely sucks, but then the turn after that, he can just like vault again. Yeah. Or we can just attack with Angel, get him to 10, basically not take any damage. And just use our golems to hold him off until we're able to grind him out with Angel. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not sure about this play. It's like basically, I like forcing him to tap out. Problem is then we go to 14. I think we're at 20. I think we actually push the bill here. Swing with everybody. That's a problem. Okay. And he has Midnight Hunting back up. Yuck. Yuck. We just, unfortunately, are just a little bit out of gas here. Between Gavony and Vault, has a ton of, just a ton of reach. So I guess now we just trade Golem for one of his tokens. The Midnight Haunting is definitely backbreaking. At the very least, we got him down to 1 token, so we have a chance, but we just got to pull something out here pretty quick. So I guess he just drew another Midnight Haunting. And we might just be dead on the table here. There's Midnight Haunting. Or just pump, yeah. Well, that's a little late. May as well get it in play. So now we drop to 2. So I think basically game 2, by holding a pretty wretched hand, we just lost the game that way. And unfortunately, that's going to do it. So yeah, against tokens, pretty rough times. Yeah, we will see you for the final round.